Welcome, welcome all, one and all. Welcome to Fart.
Yep,
This is the fart. This is the fart video.
absolutely.
I don't know what to name my videos. I really don't. I think it's annoying, but I try to think of something. But something catchy. I thought fart sounded good.
Right.
These crimes, investigators found 29 corpses, most of which were buried under his suburban home in Chicago, despite serving time in prison for sexually
You know me.
Yep.
Fart.
He was even involved in local politics and took his famous photo with then First Lady.
So you feeling pretty good there, Tim boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and relaxed.
For the most part.
Yeah, that's good. Sweet Jane's in here. Hi, Sweet Jane. Nice to see you. As always.
After confessing, he was convicted of 33 sex-related murders. He was sentenced to death and killed.
I'm like listening to Tim's. I'm like listening to Tim's move or video. There is TV. Trying to figure out what's going on there. It's called Fart Man. Changed my name to Fart Man. Then like Howard Stern. Howard Stern did that. He had like a character named Fart Man.
Yep.
You heard that?
Yep.
Howard Stern was originally from New York. He had a radio show here in New York for years. Him and the other guy, Don something. He was like the political type guy.
Okay.
Don, huh?
I don't remember his last name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But now Howard Stern's like on XM. He was funny.
Yeah, he was.
What was that one guy there that used to Stuttering John? You remember him?
Yep.
He would interview people. He'd be like asking them like kind of trolling, but he had that stuttering voice. It was so funny. That was great. That was real entertainment back then.
Yeah, it was.
Don Imus.
Yes.
Don Imus in the morning. Yeah, I used to listen to him. He was funny as shit too. Oh my God. Yeah, both of them. They both had shows on what the hell was it? WNBC. That's what it was. Out of New York.
Yep.
It was funny. That was great. WNBC. Who's this on my celly? Nobody good. Jane, you gonna come up? You can come up. If you're not into it, if you don't want to chat, you can come up. I know you don't want to type. It's up to you. Whatever.
Great southbound Park Place. That looks like he has a red shirt on. Going past patrol car right now.
Jane was the star of our video last night.
Yeah.
You were there last night, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
I should have come on earlier tonight, but
That's right.
I didn't have my class tonight, so
but you went back. Did you go back and watch it from the beginning?
No, not yet.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Fart's here. Let's see. Nothing like a good fart.
You tell me a little bit about what happened? What happened when he attacked you?
Cool.
You kind of fill me on what happened, what led up to that, what this whole thing started. Drugs, right? You were in there, they didn't want to let you leave at all. No, they're going to bring him up in front of the. If you say can you describe to me why it's him? Because of his beard. Okay. It's him.
You come to the right channel.
You want to get looked at? I'll give you right.
Yeah, not as well.
Okay. It looks like
Sounds like me after like a bowl of chili and like a couple of beers.
Right.
You have to match the description of the thing you're looking for in the salt. No, you were testing for the aggravated battery on that woman, okay?
What'd you say you were watching, Tim?
Do what?
What'd you say you were watching?
Cop,
Huh?
cops.
Oh, Cops.
Yeah.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? That's a great show.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You ever see that one Cops where they're chasing the guy? He hides under the baby pool. And the cops are like, they pull up the baby pool and they're like, don't act like you can't see us because we can see you. That's a good one. They used to have the Cops like marathon on Sundays. I can't remember what channel it was on.
It was on. No, I don't even remember.
Oh, can't remember. Maybe I don't know. You watch Ghost Adventures at all?
Not much.
Not much. Okay.
I haven't really watched that show much, so I don't really. I mean, I might give it a try, but
Yeah, I used to watch it a lot, and I don't know. I lost interest in it. There was a show after that was really good. It was like a retired New York cop and a medium, and they would go into houses that were haunted. That was a pretty good show. I can't think of the name of it.
wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
maybe just sheet rock, but we'll see exactly what it is. Oh, that's what we're gonna take.
Our farter left.
Yep.
My partner, oh, what do you know? You kidding? I'm not kidding. It's not coming in. It's crazy. So stop that.
Anybody else want to come on up? Come on up. You can fart, shit, do whatever you want. Run your mouth. Come on up. The stage is all yours.
Well, you know what?
Come on up.
Let's see.
Speak your mind.
What do you know?
That's what this channel's about. Come on up. Interesting. Yeah. Fart sounds. Oh, I lost Tim. What the hell happened? I don't know. There he is. We got you back, Tim.
You want to be honest, 15 minutes down the road. You should have been honest from the beginning. And you know what?
Uh-oh. What do you mean? Everybody can come in. Everybody can come in. You know, it's like anything goes. We'll talk. Whatever you want to talk about, it's all cool.
Do you have any on you? Think they might find? It's gonna be a federal offense. Check this out, guys. Okay, I figured so.
No holes barred. No holes barred here. Everybody come in and say their peace of mind.
Yep.
I'm not the stupid one. You with that by now.
It's all good here. No, we won't block anybody. We don't judge anybody. You come on up and talk, and you know that's what this shit's about.
Absolutely.
Come on up.
I mean, everybody told you to.
It's okay. You know, don't be scared. It's all good. No one's gonna attack anybody here.
Now she's going to jail for possession of controlled substance.
We're very nice people, right, Tim?
Yep. We don't discriminate.
No, we don't. What's that? We got this thing called, what's that? Like First Amendment, you know? Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. That's what it's all about. Jane, just come on up.
Videos on social media. Those videos explaining to
Jane, you don't have to watch the chat. Just come on up. It's okay. Fuck, you know.
One is for real. This one is for real, and I'm so excited. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance. The whole speed file.
You have Tim, do you got Wi-Fi at your house?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, because you know your videos always good and clear. You never like break up or anything, you know.
Yeah. No, I got Wi-Fi.
That's cool. Yep.
It's through AT&T, but
Yeah. I had AT&T for a while. Is it like one of those little boxes that runs off the cell towers?
Yep.
Yeah, I had one of those for a while. They weren't bad.
no.
But I'm in like kind of a hole, so I got bad cell service up here.
Oh, okay.
You know, the mountains like surrounding me and block. You know, it's like hard to get like, TV signal or radio signal and stuff. It's like cell phone signal. The mountains block everything. So I wish I was a little bit higher, but there is no. There is like
Order now.
what's that? There. What am I trying? There's no. there's no substitution for good landline. You know, like
Right.
if you got really good cell phone, like track, not track. I'm saying, God, what am I saying? Like high speed
Yeah.
shit. You know,
Yeah.
I'm at like I tested. I'm around 400 megabits a second, so it goes pretty good for me. But
Can you say if you just put it
you know, I can watch like videos and stuff on my. I can stream like TV and stuff, and I don't have any problems at all. It's like it's really good.
Right. It's not bad at all. Then for you being up in the mountains,
Yep, I'm surrounded by them, but you know, my cell phone, I only get like 1 or 2 bars at the most on my cell phone. That's the problem.
right?
It doesn't matter who I go through. I've gone through everybody, and it just doesn't. I'm in a hole basically. I mean, even though I'm on a hill, it's still like, you know, I'm not high enough in the mountains. They block the signal. Like
Right.
I bought one of those free TV boxes a few years ago. Didn't work. It was just like it couldn't get the signal. I would probably have to put an antenna like up on my house
Right.
with you know, one of those antennas that picks up digital TV to get it, but that's a pain in the ass. And
Yeah.
so Spectrum, I'm hooked up with Spectrum. I got their basic deals. I get the landline, the you know, basic TV, and
Mhm.
what else? And the internet. So it's not
Yeah.
bad. It's like I'm paying a lot less. It's like $150 a month, I think. And I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah. That's not bad at all, really.
But it's like when you start getting like HBO and all the
Yeah.
special channels, that's what kicks it up, you know.
Yeah.
I wish you know, I went through that Hulu thing. I did that for a while. That was like $70 a month. That was really nice. They had a lot of good stuff on there. You know, if you bought like the max package, it had a lot of good stuff on it. But I just wasn't. I don't like watching a lot of TV. I don't. And the things I want to watch, I can get off the internet somewhere. You know, so it's like
Right.
I don't need. I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Marvin, what are you doing? Sweet Jane, what are you doing? You falling asleep? She's on the prowl.
Yep.
Why is that pulling over? 30 minutes in late. With a signal light? Yeah.
Yeah, Jane's awesome. Don't you think, Tim? She's
Yes.
wicked awesome. I love her. She's so
She
good.
is.
Very good. Very nice lady.
Yep.
Very,
Yep.
very nice.
We would have lost them.
Okay.
Helicopter played a great part.
That's the reason why I mean, I was kind of skeptical at first, but I'm actually glad that I was able to join this group.
Oh yeah. It is.
You know,
It's nice. You know, we all get
it
together
is.
on a nightly basis and say what we got to say. You know, and it's very supportive. You know, we're all here and
Yeah.
support each other, and we've all become pretty good friends. I like that. I really do.
Right.
It's really nice. You know, I think we have a pretty tight crew. It's
Yep.
I don't know what happened with Natalie. I think she was in another country. She came into Becca's chat, and I don't know if she's trying to talk or what, but she was having a hard time.
No, doing it again.
That's all right. That's all right. She was freezing. Who was freezing? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Natalie. She was. Yeah, she was freezing a bit. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she had bad internet or what, but hey, she made the attempt. You know, she made the attempt to come up and talk, and
Right.
that's cool. Marvin. So how's the weather down there, Tim? It's still pretty warm.
It's starting to turn kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leaves are starting to change and
Do you ever
starting to,
get do you ever get snow down there?
we have gotten snow, but the last big snowstorm that we had was like 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
And then the last one before that was like 79.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was in kindergarten in 79.
I was 3 years old in 79 and up in the hospital
Oh yeah, yep,
in Carnarvon.
yep.
It was.
You come a long way, haven't you?
I have.
Yep, that's great.
I've been very blessed.
Yep, you have. You fix your legs and everything. Is that did you're the one that had the leg problem, or is that
Yeah. Yeah.
James? Yeah, James. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Sensational.com to order
Yeah, I didn't see James tonight.
sensational.com. Washers all washed.
Yeah. I basically was doomed from the first day that I was on this earth.
Yeah. Well, the Lord was looking out for you, man.
Yep.
Yep.
How connecting you with qualified pros and helping pay for covered repairs or replacements. AHS offers.
You always got to remember, there's always someone doing worse than us too.
Yep.
I mean, we all have our health problems and everything, but there's always people out there that are starving, sleeping on the streets. They have nothing. They would. It's.
Yep.
I always think about that. When I'm feeling down. I know it's, and I try to help people when I can. It's like,
Right.
but everybody, the whole world. I mean, there's no reason for it. I mean, all the money in this world, there should be nobody going hungry or sleeping on the street. That's ridiculous.
Right.
You ever watched videos of San Francisco or LA out there in California? Oh my God.
Yep.
It's horrible. It's like turning into a tent world.
The solution and get the protection.
Yep.
Protecting your home by getting it right the first time for a lifetime. From manufacturing to installation, LeapGuard handles the entire process from start to finish.
But the thing is, a lot of those people, they don't want help either, and then
Right.
they're happy the way they are. So I mean, but
That's the thing. I mean, I think a lot of people that are in that situation put themselves in that situation and don't try to climb out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They don't want to go back to normality because, you know, their reality is normal to them. Well,
Yeah.
what our reality may not be normal to them. You know, they might not want, you know, to live in a, you know, nice warm house with food and everything.
Yeah.
That's not what they want. You know, if they're happy in their tent and, you know, they, you know, got their fix or whatever, then
Yep.
what are you gonna do? You know, there's nothing you can really do. I mean,
Yep.
it's like a pandemic, basically, you know.
It is.
And I mean, everybody wants to help everybody, but if they don't want the help, then what are you gonna do? You know, it's like,
Yeah, you can't force it.
no, you can't. You really can't do that. You got just let people live the lives they want, and you know, you just can't judge people. You gotta just say, okay, if that's the way you like it, then, you know, God bless you and enjoy your
Yep.
life. You know, enjoy your life. If that's what you like, enjoy it, you know.
Yep.
But I mean, we're all brought up different, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's just I don't know.
Thomas, don't lay into me. Well,
Step on there. Right. Come right there, you know. That's him right there. Just step him up, bring him right there. Make sure you're holding the lid.
turn around.
So we figure out who's every go.
I just gave you my ID.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, mental illness, I mean, I don't know. I don't have like extreme. I mean, everybody has their bad days where they're, you know, you're depressed and you feel like you got some dark clouds over you. But, you know, I've never been to the point where, you know, I'm like lose sanity or any type of common sense. You know, it's just like,
Right.
I like pray and hope it goes away. And I'm like, I just want to feel better. And usually it does go away, you know, but some people really do need serious help, and it's out there, you know.
Yep.
They can get it, you know. Oh God.
Wow.
Oh Lord. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It is.
DuPage County for Deal Bill. Why'd you write that?
You know, people help as much as they want, but sometimes people that want to help don't really have the resources to
Yep. That's
help
another
others.
problem.
I mean, you can talk to people, you know, and, you know, say everything's going to be okay, but sometimes that's not, you know, that's not going to work. Sometimes people need to be on, you know, go and get meds and stuff. I mean, I'm on an antidepressant, you know, it helped me a lot. It really did, you know, and, you know, sometimes people just need, you know, it's a sad thing. It's a very sad thing.
It is.
And I don't know.
That's why you see so many suicides and stuff like that.
Yeah. It doesn't have to go that way. It doesn't. I mean, you know, it's just
Yeah.
there's always another option, you know, but
Yeah.
a lot of the sad part of it is these people they can't communicate, you know. They can't like talk to somebody and
Yep.
explain what's going on. They just like get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
you know, and it gets to a point where it's like they just, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I can imagine, you know, if you're so depressed and, you know, you got your mental illness gets so deep that you can't even talk to somebody, you know, it's like, it's like, you know, the end's coming. It's just like, it's like doom, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a doom.
That's why I always say, you know, everybody should look out for each other, you know, look out, take care of each other, talk, you know.
Yep.
You know, there's nothing wrong with just talking, you know, and
Yeah.
just, you know, if there's a problem, you know, maybe, you know, there's nothing wrong with giving someone advice, you know, it's like,
Right.
you know, do you need help? You know, I mean, even like if you can't communicate, you know, you can call the law and say, hey, this person's like in trouble. I think they're gonna
Yeah.
harm themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and they will go there and do a, you know, a
Well,
check. Yeah, you know, and
Yeah.
that could save somebody's life, you know.
Yeah.
It's happened. It happens to rich people. Look at rock stars, you know, like
Mhm.
they got tons of money, you
Yep.
know, and you know, and they have these friends that try to help them and stuff, but it's never a good ending. It's always
Yeah.
like you're reading about them being overdosed or something. It's like you couldn't think like one of these people would just say, "Hey, I don't care what you think of me. I'm calling the law. You're going to get help. And if you hate me the rest of your life, then whatever, you know." But you just can't let somebody rot away and just end up ODing and stuff. You know, that's like you got to live with that the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I don't know. It's sad. It happens all the time. You know, you've seen it like, you know, it's like it's been going on for years. Uh, you know, like Robin Williams. You know,
Yeah.
the guy was depressed. Are you
Yep.
trying to tell me that guy didn't have somebody that was, you know, close to him that knew he was going through all that and couldn't just like step in and, intervene and get somebody involved to stop it? That was a really sad thing.
Yeah.
That guy made so many people laugh and he ended up dying. You know, it's crazy.
Yep.
You know, like Richard Pryor, he pretty much passed away too from all that. You know, he had deep depression and,
Yeah.
you know, he had made everybody laugh, but in the end, nobody was laughing.
Yeah.
The individual walking around the drug areas, when they approached him, the man took off running, appeared to be throwing narcotics, paraphernalia, and so forth as he was running.
You have to be kind. You really do. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know who you're really hurting. You know, it's like, you know, it might be fun in games and like you're giggling and shit, but you know, deep down, some people really take that shit seriously, and it hurts them. It hurts them inside. You know, and you don't know how much they're, you know, hurting already, and then you say something mean to somebody or something like that, you know, and it brings them down even more. And it's like, you know, it's not cool. It really isn't. I mean, that kind of shit is for like junior high, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
most people grew out of that. I mean, I didn't hear much about that in high school. Pretty much in high school, everybody's pretty cool, but junior high was like, you know, like that adolescence age. You know, everyone's like just starting to grow up a little bit, and they think they're big tough guy and everything. It goes away, you know. And high school was really good. I had a great time in high school. I had a lot of good friends, and yep. People, you never know. You really never know who's really hurting out there. you know. Like a lot of comedians, it's funny, you know what? They like make a life out of making people laugh. And, on the inside, they're like really got a lot of issues,
Yeah.
Like George Carlin, he was one of them, he had a lot of issues inside, and he spent years making money from making people laugh. And in the end, he was dead, same, it's like Bernie Mac, he was another one.
Yep.
He died. It's just like it just goes to show that depression has no borders. It's with everyone. Poor people, middle class, rich people, famous people. I mean, politicians. You can't hide from depression. And it's really fucked up, and it's sad. It really is.
It is.
And it doesn't have to happen.
Yeah. You know what? A doctor, psychiatrist that I was under his care whenever I was in the hospital, he told me, he said, he said, the worst thing about my job is seeing the people that you think are just normal people, and then they come to you or come to something like this for major help.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's very true. I mean, some of the people that I met while I was there in the hospital, you wouldn't think that any of them had problems.
Right.
They
right.
didn't show it.
It's hard. It's hard to show it. A lot of people have pride, they don't want to.
That's where it lies. That's where it lies.
That's what the whole idea behind, getting help, they kind of like break you down.
Yeah.
And try to find what is really causing your depression or addiction or anything like that. They're trying to get to the root. So it's like, and it's hard. It's really hard for some people to open up and speak what's in their heart, because they've hidden it for so long.
Yeah.
It's like it's a bitch to talk about, and that's why the counselors, they help you. They really do. They help you, and you get to know them, and you get confidence in them. You can trust them and everything, and you start like relaxing, and you can talk to these people, and they'll slowly help you, and
me, I've had depression, not clinical depression, but because I was never diagnosed until like 6 or 8 months ago, so it wasn't clinical depression.
right.
But I've always had depression issues. Even whenever I was a kid, I had issues.
I did too. Right around 13, 14 years old, I noticed it was something weird I never felt before,
Yeah.
It was just like general anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
I worried about everything, as like I'm worried about my schooling, worried about, what my parents are going to think about my grades, worried about, you know, friends and stuff like that. It's just general anxiety, and it never stops. It just keeps going and going and going. It's like always in your mind.
Yeah.
You know? And my parents didn't help either. They were kind of, yeah, I don't know. They didn't give a shit. You know, they just kind of like, you're going to do this, your grades are going to be good, and that's it, you know, and they don't want to hear, you know, we don't want to hear you be a crybaby, you know, don't be a crybaby. Just do what you're supposed to do, you know?
Yep.
And I hated that. I fucking hated that. I got nothing. I got no support from my parents. But then again, you know, I would hide it too, because I didn't want to hear what they had to say about it. You know, I could like explain it to them and stuff, and they're like, you know what, just go to bed. You're not feeling good today. Just get up and you'll be fine tomorrow. You know, it's like that kind of shit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And who are you supposed to talk to when you're 13, 14 years old? You know,
Right.
like I remember being out throwing newspapers at like 5 o'clock in the morning, thinking about like general anxiety shit, you know, and like, oh my God, I got to go home. I got to go to school. You know, it's like, I mean, normal people don't worry about that shit. They just go along their lives, you know, and do their thing. And, you know, they take it day by day or whatever, you know, but I was always like thinking ahead, and I hated that. I could never shut my mind down.
Yep.
Always thinking about like always the worst thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's never good. You know, it's like, oh God, I got this test at school. I got to go be around these fucking people I don't want like, you know, and you know, my parents are gonna bitch at me because I didn't do good in school and this and that, and like, it just sucked, you know.
Yep.
I hated it.
So we can see how much the charging was.
It was just something like, I don't know. You know, I kind of got over that a little bit once I got older, like 16, 17, and you know, and I kind of used alcohol to, you know, cover it up.
Yep.
And
yep,
it was great. I loved it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna drink, and I'm not gonna worry about shit. I'm gonna do my thing, and like, it seemed like life was going great. You know, I graduated high school with good grades. I got good scores on my test, and I think it would have happened. It would have happened even if I wasn't drinking, but it just shut my mind down. I didn't worry about anything, and I was like, everything's cool, you know, and I was like a lot more calmer around people and made a lot of friends, and you know, it was like everything was going really, really good. And then I went to college and I hated it. I really did hate it. And that's where you know, it's like I started drinking even more, and God, it was horrible. I didn't want to be there. It's just, it wasn't my thing. I didn't want to be in college. I'm glad I went, but I mean, I just didn't want to be there. I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to be, you know, in charge of myself, but it was still like my parents were in charge, even like when I was in college, because, you know, they would pay for everything, and they pay for my car insurance. You know, I had a really nice car, and, you know, as long as I went to college and got good grades and everything, it was cool. You know, they didn't give a shit how much I drank or whatever I did. But, you know, I worked. You know, I had 2 jobs. I went to college at the same time. I was, you know, I was more successful than I thought I ever could have been. You know, I mean, I got good jobs. I always made good money, and, you know, but, you know, it's just is a shitty way to do it. Okay. Check for Tim, Spaceman. Oh shit. Sorry. Thanks, Jane.
that's okay.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize you popped off. But,
Yeah, that's all right.
I mean, you know, we all go through our issues and shit. And,
Yeah.
you know, I don't think anybody has a real easy life. I mean, and I know money means nothing. It really it doesn't matter. I mean, it's nice to have money, but I mean, you could still have a good life, you know, even just having what you need, the basics, you know, you could still really enjoy life and everything. And I mean, I used to be really materialistic when I was younger. You know, I always had the best clothes. You know, my car always had to be super clean and waxed, and you know, I was just like, I wouldn't tolerate anything less than that. You know, and I'm like, nowadays, I'm like, you know, I'm more of like a minimalist. You know, I don't need the best of everything. You know, it's like I went into debt in my early 20s for doing stupid shit, buying. You know, I just had to have the best clothes. You know, and you know, and it was, you know, at that time, you know, you wanted to look good. You wanted to like impress the ladies and everything, and it was stupid, you know. But it's like immaturity.
Yeah.
But now, you know, I don't care. You know, it's like I got what I got. I love my dog. You know, I love talking to you guys every night. You know, it's like simple. It's the little things. You know, I like the little things. You know, I don't have to have the most expensive food. I mean, you know, I do like to eat, but you know, I don't have to, you know, eat out every single night. It's a kind of waste of money, and
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. I guess I've kind of grown up a little bit, but you know, I think I've seen the ways of the world, and you know, my parents were right. You know, my parents always told me, you know, someday you're gonna learn. You know, wasting money's stupid. My parents would always bitch at me for wasting money, but you know, it's like someday you're gonna learn. But back then, you know, you're like, oh, you people don't know shit. You know, I'm out in the world. I see what's going on. I'm in New York City. I'm here. I'm there. I know what's going on. But when it comes down to it, our parents are always right, I think.
Yeah.
Hi, Tay. Tay's in here. But you know, that's enough about me. You know, so I get on these rambles, but you know, just I do it for you guys. I want you guys to know who I am, and you know,
Yeah.
I do it just, you know, so I think it brings us all closer. You know, we talk, and I don't give a fuck who watches these videos. I don't really care.
Right.
It's me. This is me, you know, and
Yep.
I'm basically happy in my life. You know, I don't like to fight. I don't like to. I really don't have a reason to fight with anybody. To be honest,
Right.
with you, you know, I just come in here. I'd like to make people laugh and chit chat with everybody, and
Yep.
that's my thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, but I know once in a while, you know, somebody's feelings get really hurt. You know, things need to be said.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yep.
I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all, because I don't know much about it. I don't know. I know what I know, but you know, I don't know. I'm here. I'm here for you guys, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I like to get in and say hi to everybody, see how everyone's doing, and you know, shit like, hey, what'd you eat? What'd you watch? What'd you do today? Simple shit like that. You know, that's the kind of stuff I like. You know, I mean,
The simple things.
just seeing if everybody's okay. You know,
Because you're involved in that activity, but you're up here and reality is breaking the world. So we're just doing our
yeah.
But no, Spaceman, I'm gonna get off here and take my meds for tonight and stuff like that. So
Okay,
you have a good night, buddy.
Tim. Hey, thanks. Thank you so much for coming up.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
And you have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right. Love you.
Love you, Tim. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Anybody else want to come up? I see there's 6 people watching. You come up, we'll talk. We don't want to talk about anything you want. It's your channel. You know, I built this channel for you guys. Come on up. Whatever you guys want to talk about, you know, it's free country, brother. Say whatever you want. Come on up. Say whatever, man. Talk. Any new people out there want to come up and say hi? That's cool. You know, everything's cool. Marissa, how you doing? You feeling okay today? I gotta stir my chili here. Well, maybe not. I got it on low. Oh my god, it was so good. I burnt my tongue later trying it earlier. I put the wooden spoon in there. I just wanted to see if what other excuse me, if it was seasoned good enough. PS4 bins. There you go. Cool. Yeah. You got an awesome deal. All those games. Holy shit. I just got it on it's on low and it's good. Everything is like super tender. It's good. It really is. I wish I could send you a bowl. I'd send everybody a bowl. I wish I could just like, you know, what's that like Star Trek where they like, I don't know. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but if I could just send something, boom. Lori? Is Lori in here? Yeah, I got some sour cream and shredded Mexican. Oh, it's going to be fat. I haven't made chili in so long. Love you too, Jane. You're awesome. We're all love each other, and this is great, you know. Everybody cares about everybody. That's the way it should be. They're all a bunch of good people. I want fat. Fat with a PH. PHATT. Fat. Oh my God. I got a good sized pan too. I used 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. So there's quite a bit in there. That'll last me for a while. I'm going to dip it with some tortillas. Oh man. Another thing I like, after this is gone, I might make a big pot of beef barley soup. I love that too. I haven't had that in a while. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, cilantro. I wish I had that. I don't have any. Oh, cilantro would be awesome. I'm all out of guacamole too. I don't have any guacamole. I used it all up. But it'll be good. It'll be good. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I'm gonna try that. People eat chili here. Yeah, I've heard of that before. Yep. Peanut butter in. Actually, some people put the peanut butter right in it. I've never had it that way. I don't know how. I mean, I don't think it could hurt it. Maybe I would try it just like one bowl and put a spoonful of peanut butter in it. But you know, remember Sonic had those peanut butter burgers. Hey, Lori. Oh yeah, cheddar cheese and sour cream, Lord. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Tay's your nephew. He's my nephew too. Oh yeah. I like green onion. I chopped up a whole Vidalia onion and stuck it in there. It was a big one too, a real big one. But like what do they call those? Oh, those green onions. Oh, what the hell's the name of that? Cornbread is awesome too with it. Yum. I should have did that. Damn it. You guys give me good ideas now. Scallions. I like scallions on top with the sour cream. Oh my god. Yes. Yep. I like spinach. I like spinach in my scrambled eggs too. Like fresh spinach, you know. Oh, you're making breakfast. All right. I love breakfast for dinner. I never eat breakfast in the morning ever. We used to always eat breakfast, and like when we were in our 20s, we'd go to the clubs and shit. And afterwards, we'd go to Denny's and have breakfast. Yeah, it was fun. Yep. Clubbing days. Oh my God. Our Denny's would be so packed because there's like 10 clubs around it, you know, and we had a major university like right next door to Denny's. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, that place would be packed. You know, and everybody's raising hell and shit. It was so funny. It was so much fun. Have like pancakes and sausage and eggs and oh my god, like 6 or 7 of us go in there. We have like $150 bill. Go in there. It was like the sober up dinner. You know, you get there from the club. You know, you eat and talk and shoot the shit and watch what's going on, and you know, you get a meal in your belly, so you weren't like really hammered driving home. I shouldn't be saying that, but it's the truth. Eggs have no lactose. Yeah, lactose comes from dairy, right? So how you feeling today, Marissa? You feeling okay? You know, oh, look at this guy.
Did you just call me a guy?
Well, look at your picture.
Yeah.
And
And
it's called me. It's called me.
yeah, it's me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say who you look like either.
Why? Say it.
No. I don't
Say
want
it.
to start. I don't want to start shit.
Say it, damn it.
You look like T.
Oh, you're an asshole now.
Fuck you. You came out with that picture.
That's just wrong.
Well, what do you expect? That's what I saw when I see that.
That's based on my face, you know.
I don't care. That's not what you look like.
It is partially.
Whatever.
I'm only up here until someone else comes up to chat with you.
Well, thank you for your support.
Yeah, I'm a great.
Marissa says she feels good today.
Good.
Pass on the bacon. Oh, God. Who the hell passes on bacon? Bacon is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Tay doesn't eat pork.
No pork?
They make beef bacon.
You don't like ribs? Oh, my God. Who doesn't like nice baby back ribs all slathered with sauce and seasonings? Your picture. You got to get rid of that. I don't want to see that anymore.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
That is like fucked up.
Oh, you always bust my balls about this.
I don't want to see the beard one either. God.
What? That was a good one. I think I look handsome.
Well, I think I look handsome too, but you know, hey.
I don't have that many.
It's okay. You do what you want. I don't care. I'm just playing with you. So Tay doesn't eat pork. Is that like a religious thing? Because I used to work with this guy, and he was my boss. He's a really nice guy, and his religion forbid him to eat pork. So my wife would make him fried chicken, you know, because he loved fried chicken. And my wife, she'd make shitloads of it, tons of it. And I take it in there. He always loved my wife's fried chicken. The purple hair was one nice. That's the one I like.
The real me.
The real you. So we don't have been on here for an hour. 4 people watching. We got Riddle. We got Marissa. Got Lori.
Hey, Lori. Lori, I saw your comment today, girl. You rock.
Marissa, do you play games online? I mean, do you like, you know, you got your PS4 hooked up online so you can play games? You're not Muslim. Yeah, this guy was Muslim.
Love you too.
Very nice guy. Very hardworking. He was overworked, and I would even come in there on my days off to help him because I know everybody was fucking lazy in there and they wouldn't help. And I know he had a lot of kids and wife. He would spend too much time in it. So I'd go in there. He's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" I'm like, "Just let me help you out. Tell me what you got to do. I'll do it. I'll help you out so we can get the hell out of here." Because he was just a really, really nice guy. Everybody loves Sweet Jane.
Oh, no, not everybody. But Lori, that made me feel so good. I had a meltdown this morning for like an hour. And then I saw Lori's comment and it brightened my whole day.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. I'm good now, though. I'm on a pain pill with codeine, so it's all good.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. Hey, anything it takes to feel good, it's like nobody should suffer. I don't think anybody in this world should suffer. With the pharmaceuticals and the technology we have in this world, there should be no suffering. And I don't give a shit if it's a pill. I know I understand some people abuse them and they don't even have pain, but they're made for people who have pain. That's why they make them. And it's just, hey, if it helps, that's awesome. I'm
Well,
totally for that.
I can't get pain pills. Like they don't give Percocets or anything anymore. But she gave me Tylenol 3s, but they
Yeah.
didn't do anything. So she gave me Tylenol 4, which is like just Tylenol with double the codeine. So I really don't take them. I don't like to take much medicine, but I'm getting desperate now, with this nerve pain and stuff. So I
I
took
always thought
one.
those Tylenols were the codeines. I thought they were only legal in Canada.
Oh no, that's the only thing my doctor will give me. They won't give anything stronger. So I'm kind of desperate tonight. It was just hurting real bad, and I fired up the heating pad, and it's workable. I mean, I still have pain, but it's workable. So like, it's great relief. I'm like actually relaxed. And during Becca's stream, I fell asleep. Where you're in that good sleep, where you're like, you're
Yep.
just asleep, but you still hear. So you're kind of in some little alternate reality. Like you're not.
Right.
It's just everything's good. I heard your voice kind of almost, but
Yeah.
then I heard you say blah 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 Jane, and I woke up. I was like,
I shouldn't have said that.
no, it was fine. It was fine. I was like, yeah, I'm here, but like I was like, yeah, I'm feeling good. So it's like,
I'm like I'm like halfway into the magical kingdom.
no, 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 no. I mean, not high or anything. Just relaxed for the first
Yeah.
time in like 2 days. I was
Yeah.
just able. I'm okay. I'm just feeling normal. I'm feeling normal.
You still feel pretty good right about now?
I mean, I have pain, but it's workable pain. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Okay. Yep.
I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like the house is quiet. I actually feel chill. I feel kind of happy. So that's a good thing,
So somebody came in tonight and was doing fart sounds. Did you see that?
I heard it. You named your stream Fart.
I thought that was you at first. I thought, oh, Jane's here. She's making fart sounds. I don't care. It's funny. I didn't care. Hey, anything goes. You want to make fart sounds? That's cool with me,
Why would you think that's me?
Huh?
Why would you think that was me?
I don't know. Because, I know your like sense of humor, and I'm sure you saw the name of the thing. So. But then it kept going on. I'm like, no, that's not Jane. But
I'm not long-winded. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying. God. I never know with you. You come up here with different faces and different names and shit. I'm like, I don't know. I never know what to expect from you. So. It's all good. I love it. I don't care. Like, I mean, nothing bothers me. Maybe sometimes I'm too laid back, Sometimes, I don't know. I don't care. I don't really care about anything. People can say whatever they want, and I love it. I don't care. I just, it's like I think I like been through so much that nothing bothers me anymore. It's just like, no, I just go with the flow. That's like my expression. I go with the flow. Whatever's happening, it's like people can do whatever they want. I love it. It's fun. It's whatever. As long as nobody's getting really like, personally attacked. I don't like that kind of shit. But you know, it's all about a good time on here. That's what that's what it's about. I don't pay for StreamYards to sit here and get pissed off and have to fight and shit. It's like that it's like I'm paying for drama now, or depression or anything like that. I just want to talk to you all and laugh and have a good time, and that's all. Like I said, I'm just like really laid back. Nothing. You very rarely see me fly off the handle, but I don't think I ever have. But if I do, trust me, you'll know. But I doubt it'll happen. I really doubt it will happen. I'm not like that kind of person, I just I'd rather just like talk and figure things out, I'm like, what do you call those, like psychologists or talk, like, see, what are you thinking? Why do you say that? I want to know why you said that. I want to know, like, what are you thinking that made you say that, and why? What God, I got burps tonight. Damn it! I never get.
Well, okay. Well, were you offended by the fart noises when someone came in?
No, not at all. I laughed. I thought it was actually funny. They could have
Well,
did it. They could have did it all night. Unless like you or somebody else didn't like it. It was you. Oh my God. See, I knew it was you. I knew it. See, I have intuition. I know you, Jane. I fucking know you. I know that was you. See?
you talk to me every day.
Off, I was like, I don't care. Fart all night if you want.
Well, don't name your stream Fart and expect me not to come in and do something like that,
Well, I'll have to think of a better name tomorrow night.
Oh, no. Well, I'm going to be on top of that because last night I am. Last night you named it like 400 random letters.
Yeah, I rolled my hand on the keyboard, just like, and I hate that how they ask you, what's the name of your, what's going to be the name of your video? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball,
Marissa.
I don't have a game plan all set up. It's not like I got a notebook here written down with like all these topics I'm going to go through. It's like, I don't know. So it just, we're all like, we just talk, whatever happens. What the hell am I supposed to name it?
Spaceman, I'm just gearing up for our channel, when we have our channel, like, okay, we're going to have like one whole podcast based on fart. You know what I mean? So like, yeah.
We'll have to go to Wikipedia for that and a bunch of other places, get all kinds of information and dedicate a whole podcast to farting. But we'll talk about the foods that give us farts.
Yeah, I mean that there could be some interactive stuff there for that podcast for sure. But like,
oh, definitely.
Marissa's
people-
right though. We need to like, if you haven't watched the colonoscopy videos, those are the best. They're like the funniest videos out there.
I've never seen one of those.
Oh, you better like when you get off this stream, you better go to YouTube and put in what is it? Colonoscopy. Well, you know, they make you release gas after you have a colonoscopy. They don't let you go home until you release gas. So they videotape this, and oh my goodness, it's like foghorns, okay?
See, I wasn't like that. I had an upper and lower done. I had no farts whatsoever. Nothing. Nothing came
What?
out of me. Yeah, nothing. I came out, I woke up, went back to my room, I got dressed and went home. That was it. I had no gas, nothing.
Did you
Nothing.
explode?
Huh?
Did you explode?
No.
Are you
There's-
okay?
There was nothing in my system. I mean, I had to fast, then I had to drink that shit they give you. You have to drink like 12 ounces of that stuff before you go to sleep. And no, I had no problem. It was the easiest damn thing, and I don't remember any of it. All I know is I went in there. There's this guy in there. He was like one of the setup dudes, and he was wicked funny. He's like, "Are you allergic to anything?" I go, "Yeah, I'm allergic to bee stings." He's like, "Oh, don't worry. We just knocked the hornet's nest down there in the corner, so you're all set." And I started laughing. It was funny as shit. And then the anesthesiologist came in, and she put this mask on me. She's like, "Now count to 10, and I was like, 1, bang, I was done. I woke up and, I was just like laying there, and the same dude that was in there talking about the hornet's nest, he's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, it was like I watched a movie or something. I had a dream. It was just like I was watching this movie of something. I don't remember what it was. He's like, "Yeah, okay, you're good. We're gonna take you back to your room." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And that was it.
Before you woke up, you probably had like this 90-second fart that like cleared the room. You know what? That's probably what happened.
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe that happened. I wish there was a video of that. I wish somebody videotaped my ass. I wish they did, a close up on my ass farting.
You go watch those videos and you'll wonder exactly what happened to you when you were under.
I love going under. It's great.
Marissa, oh my God.
I didn't even have a flat tire sound part. We gotta show this.
She was hoping for it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it had to be when you guys were still under, and like that air had to come out sometime.
You know what the weirdest thing is? Like, I never farted. I was like never like a fart person. I never had farts, and I was kind of like depressed. I was like, my friend JJ down the street, he could fart like crazy, and that fucking stunk, and his mom would make fun of him. And I was like, I wish I could fart like that. I could not fart, and I couldn't burp. My sister could say the whole alphabet in a burp. It was like, how do these people do this? I can't do it. I can't. I had a little squeaker here and there, but never. Like, my dad would come home from work and eat dinner and stuff, and we'd be watching TV, and he'd let one out, and it was like, Jesus Christ. It was just, how do these people do that?
Did he fart the alphabet?
He would do it, and you wouldn't know it until you start smelling it, and it was like, oh God, oh my God, it was disgusting. My mom would bitch at him too. She was like, "Can't you?" My mom would say, "Why don't you just go take a shit? Why you gotta kill us all?"
Yeah. I always would get on people and say, at least make it make noise so we'd have some kind of warning.
Right. Yeah. No. I was never a farter. I don't know. Maybe it's not built into my system or some reason, but I mean, I do a little bit now, not like in my older age. If I eat like onions or like green peppers and stuff like that, yeah, I have it now. But
You got to watch that now that we're like over 50 because you can't trust them anymore.
yeah, sometimes it's liquid.
Yeah, it's gonna be duty.
You know, I know. And a lot of times I'll hold it. I'm like, I gotta get to the bathroom. I don't want to take a shower. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, isn't it?
We're up here keeping it real tonight.
Yeah. It's the way it is.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I have shit myself before. It's not a pretty sight, you know, not pretty at all. Seriously, it's fucking rotten. It's gross as shit, you know. It's
Oh
like,
my god.
I won't go any farther, but I'll tell you one time I came home.
He's 50. Yeah, go farther. Come on, tell the story.
Oh God. Yeah, okay. I came home from the Chinese buffet. Me and my buddy went down there, and I knew I was getting sick. I knew I was gonna make it, and it started coming out before I got to the bathroom. And I like ran into the toilet, you know, and I'm like, I slid off it, you know, and like, oh, it was a fucking disaster. There was shit everywhere. It was disgusting. It was just like, oh my God. I had to spray the whole place down with bleach.
Oh my god.
It's disgusting. It was. And I blame it on the sweet and sour soup. The sweet and sour soup would like
Oh, the hot and sour. Yeah.
hot and sour soup. Oh my, that would do it to me, you know? And
Yeah. That's my
I
favorite.
didn't even drop my friend off in his driveway. I stopped in front of his house. I go, Steve, get out. I got to go. I'm going to fucking do 100 to my house because he only lives like a quarter of a mile away from me. I'm like flying home. I'm like, please don't shit in the truck. Please don't shit in the truck. You know, I don't mind the pants, but I don't want to steam clean this truck. You know, and I'm like going into the bathroom and oh my God. I'm like pulling my shit down and slid onto the toilet, slid off the toilet, hit the wall. I mean, there's shit all over the toilet,
That's
all
nasty.
over the toilet like lid, you know. And I'm
What
like,
was it? Projectile poop?
it was disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's absolutely horrible. That's my story about my shitting myself. That was horrible. Yeah,
I have one. If you
that
want to
will
hear
stick
it,
in my mind.
I do have one if you want to hear it.
You know, you might as well.
All right. I was working home care. I did in-home care for elderly.
It
And
hit the wall. It did hit the wall. Yep.
mine never got a chance to hit the wall. But
But
like,
it was wallpaper, so I could wipe it all off.
ew, you're nasty. That is disgusting.
She asked me. Marissa asked me if it hit the wall. I'm like, yeah, it did hit the wall. So, you know, I'm honest. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It hit the
Oh.
fucking wall. You know.
Okay. Okay. I didn't see that. I see it now.
But it can be cleaned up. But you go ahead with your story.
Well, I was on the way to like my third client for the day to take care of her in her house, right?
Yeah.
And she had dementia. So every day I would go, she would never remember me. And I would like have to like always say, you know, Alma, it's me, it's Jane. I'm here, you know, let me in. And she would just be like, I don't know you. I'm not going to let you in, whatever. And it just took the longest time. And I was like, oh my God. And I would stand on the porch and I'd be like, no, honey, I was here yesterday and we get along and we put together puzzles and blah, blah, blah. So I had to go really bad. And she had a bunch of stairs to go up to her house too. And I was like, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to poop my pants. And I had on white pants,
Oh,
white
no.
scrub pants.
Oh no! Not
And I was
white.
like, and I'm just like almost cussing. I'm sweating and I'm like, oh, please remember me. Please. And I'm like running up the stairs, banging on the door. And she goes past the door towards the bedroom. And I was like, don't even today, And so she finally came to the door and I'm like, Alma, let me in, let me in, let me in. And she's like, who are you? And I was like, no, it's Jane. It's Jane. And she was like, she just like took off. And I was like getting ready to call my boss.
You should have just pulled your pants down and took a shit right on the porch.
Well, she lived in the city and there was like neighbors right next door and everywhere, across the street, everything. So I just like had to let go. It let go and it was like everywhere. And I'm like, walk of shame down the steps, like 400 stairs down to my car. Had to get in my car. I don't even know what I found to put like on my seats. I had to call my boss because I had to leave my client's house. So I'm calling my boss and I'm like, I got to go home because I pooped my pants. And she's like, what? I said, she didn't remember me, wouldn't let me in the damn house. I got to go home, take a shower. Now I got to clean my car seats. And oh my God, I had to go back to her house. And it was awful. But, the worst thing was telling my boss I pooped my pants. It was like, oh. So, yeah.
We did that at work too. I mean, we had guys. my boss, he didn't. You could tell my boss anything. He was a sicko. He's real funny, like, yeah.
Hi, Jody.
I told him I passed a stone in the toilet and stuff. He's like, oh yeah, been there, done that, He was hilarious.
Jody wants to know what we're doing. We're talking about pooping our pants, and we're just like talking about really disgusting things.
Mm-hmm. Diarrhea is the name of the game tonight.
Spaceman started it because he's like nasty like that.
I am. I'm a fecal philiac.
Fecal philiac. Because he named his stream Fart.
I should have named it shit.
Oh my gosh. Please don't make that for tomorrow night. I have nothing for that. We already touched on that tonight, Spaceman. So tomorrow night you have to come up with something different.
Yes, we will. Don't worry. This is good. I like. Oh my God.
Yes, help Jody with her fast tonight. Don't talk about any good food. Talk about poop.
Have you guys ever heard of the YouTube channel? Yes, I've watched Soft White Belly, Underbelly. Yes, I've watched.
Oh yeah, me too. Are you going to talk about the Whitakers?
Oh, the Whitakers. Oh,
they're from my state.
I've seen so many good videos from him. Oh my God! Did you see the one where he did with Ron Jeremy?
The 12-inch guy?
Yeah. That was a good one. He had a couple porn stars with him. It was a good one.
Ew. I didn't see that, Marissa, but I know a guy that, never mind. I'm not going to talk about that.
There's a couple on that shit on each other. What's that one, like 2 spoons and 2 women or something like that? That one's gross as shit.
Cups. 2 cups or...
Oh, yeah. That's fucking nasty.
2 girls, 1 cup or something. I don't know what it was.
Oh, God. Oh, man. I thought I was sick. Then I saw that. I'm like, I'm normal.
I never saw it. I just heard of it.
Yeah, you don't want to see it.
No, I don't. You're right.
Oh, God.
I don't have a need for that.
Angry Grandpa watched that video. I remember that. That was funny. That's how I found out about it.
Yeah, I saw Angry Grandpa.
Yeah, there's some sickos. Yeah, but Soft White Underbelly, he does some good stuff. I used to watch him all the time. I haven't watched him recently. But the Whitakers, that was a good one. Take him into Walmart and shit.
Yeah, they're further downstate from me. Now, when you get south, that's kind of typical. That they're not typical. They're not.
No.
I mean, of course, he's gonna find like the worst inbred family in the whole state, and I'm like, yeah, way to represent my state. Way to do that.
How how did he find them?
I don't know, but it seems to be what people do. Every time I go to YouTube to look for a video, that's what they do. Like, oh, the word spreads to all filmmakers. Oh yeah, we saw this inbred family. You got to go. And then I'm like, why do you do that? Come to my county. Come somewhere else where people are actually normal.
Go to Jane's house and do a video.
Do I talk like I'm an inbred person? You know what I mean? Like, I've lived in West Virginia my whole life. My parents are from West Virginia. My husband's, seriously. But
I
you
think there's-
got to go.
I think you got your inbreds everywhere. I mean, we have inbreds around here. I
Yeah.
know we have them. There's a family in PA. I can't remember their name. There's a family about 10, 15 miles away from me. The cops are always over there, and it's just like it's crazy.
I will tell you this though. There is a lot of families that grew up with a lot of molestation and stuff in the family, and they were told just keep it quiet. That's what happened, and they did like date their cousins and marry their cousins, and
Right.
it just happened. And they ask us now when we went to get our marriage license, like, you can be second cousins and marry in West Virginia, but you can't be first cousins. I'm like, holy shit, I don't think you can be cousins of anything. I was like, ew. I was like, seriously? You can be any type of cousins and still marry? Because to me, that's off the table. But like, no, you can be second cousins and get married. I'm like,
I don't want to marry anybody that has cousin in their name.
right.
Nothing
Like,
that.
yeah,
We're
my
gonna get blood
sister-in-law.
work. We're gonna get blood work, and we're gonna do that. What's that? You ever see that one video for that company that does DNA tests, and the husband and wife, they get their results back, and they find out they had the same mother or something. That was a funny vid. That was funny.
That's creepy. That's just gross to me. But it happens. And there's like my husband, he comes from a really big family, and he's like related to like everyone in the county. And I was looking at his family tree, and I was like, oh my God, your family tree is not a tree. It's like a vine, and it has been everywhere. And I'm like, guaranteed if we go to Walmart, we're gonna run into someone you're related to. Like, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah. I'm not related to anybody around here, thank God.
Jody, oh my gosh. That's creepy. See, I don't like that, but the people have married their second cousins here. I mean, I can guarantee you there are people
So
that I know.
what would be a second cousin? I'm trying to think about that. Like, say, like my dad has a sister that has kids. That would be my first cousin, right?
What?
Like, I'm trying to figure out in my mind what the hell a second cousin
Second
is.
cousin would be like your cousin's children would be a second cousin,
Oh.
like.
No, that's weird.
I know it's still your cousin. It's still family. It's like, no, family is still family. No.
Yeah. That's still
No.
blood. That's like blood,
I don't know. No, that's a no. See,
Nope.
my sister-in-law is adopted, right? My husband's sister, she was adopted into the family, but she turned around and married somebody in the family. And I'm like, ooh, she's not blood related, but still, you don't do that. You don't do that. So she didn't have to change her last name. And I'm like, did anyone tell her that is off limits? Like, come on, people.
She's
Yeah.
not blood though, she's adopted. So, even if she wasn't adopted and she just met this guy on the street, it'd be okay, right? But since she's adopted.
But he's a relative. It's the same last name, and they found out he is related. He's a cousin, maybe second, third cousin or whatever. But to me, I still see that as a no. Like,
Right.
Maybe I'm a prude or something, but like to me, it's no. There's
Yeah.
plenty of people out there. There's plenty more people. But I told her, I said, well, at least you never had to change your social security card, did you? Or your license or anything. You keep your
Right.
name.
Right.
But I just kind of rolled my eyes and thought, oh my gosh,
Yeah, that's strange. I'd probably roll
take
my
it,
eyes too.
go to Plenty of Fish or something. Like, come on, don't go to the family reunion and find your husband.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
Oh God.
that just makes me want to move to a different state. Like, come on.
Right. Oh God.
I've
Shit.
been trying to fight this stereotype for like so many years. Like, no, please don't judge me based on what you hear and see in the movies about West Virginia. And here I am, like,
Where was that one movie made? What the hell was it? Had Burt Reynolds and John.
oh, Deliverance.
Where was that made? Was that West Virginia?
I don't know if it was made here, but it was about it. It was about West Virginia.
Yeah,
Squeal like a pig, boy.
I remember. I had to buy that DVD just to see what it was about because I've seen. I heard so much about it, and I'd never seen the video before, so I was like, I bought it at Walmart and watched it. It was an okay movie. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah,
It
there's
gives you a good impression of what goes on with people like that. Basically, I mean, back for then, that was like 1971, 72, something like that. I mean, a lot of people weren't really aware of what goes on with people like that. So it was like a game changer. But
we're not like that. The truth is, it's not like that at all. I mean, yes, places downstate can be that way. There are some counties that are very poor. These people have lived in the hollers and live in squalor.
okay,
And
stop right there. Stop right there. You said
okay,
hollers, the hollers. Can you
yeah,
elaborate on that holler?
what a holler is?
I've heard that word before. Like,
Well,
I'm not going to say where I heard it, but you said people live in the hollers. What the
well,
hell?
there are hills and there are hollows. Okay, so up on the hill, the top of the hilltops. The hollows are what's down, usually where the creek runs in between the hills. The hollows,
Okay, now it's
you know,
making sense. Okay,
in
I'll
between.
tell you later how I heard about that. It's hilarious. But I'm not gonna
Okay, like
stop
most
you.
people maybe heard it from Loretta Lynn's song, like they lived in Butcher Holler.
Okay,
They
well,
probably.
I might as well just tell you. I watched Karma 101. I think I've told you that before. She's a reaction channel and she does Pink Fairy. Okay. And she calls where she lives Hilly Holler.
Well, she lives in Ohio, doesn't she?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you know where in Ohio? Because I wondered if she's like close.
Outside of Cincinnati, I think.
Oh, okay. No, she's not close.
Yeah. And Karma's in Ohio too. And her videos are it's just hilarious. It's like it's your typical reaction channel, but she's really got a really good sense of humor. She's hilarious. I love watching her videos. She calls her She calls her Pinky. Like Pink Fairy. She calls her Pinky, and she lives in Tuna Can in Hilly Holler.
Yeah, the hollers, that's what they are. They're down in between the hills. We're
Yeah,
up on top. We're way up on top where we live, one of the highest points in the county. So
right.
we're up on top of the hill. We're a ridge runner. That's what we'd be called. We're way on a ridge.
Bridge Runner.
We're a ridge runner. Dangerous. Dangerous where we live.
I was trying to find something.
It's
The
no
rest-
different. It probably looks a lot like your state, you know what I mean? Like no different than going out in the country where you are.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We got we got the Adirondacks that come through here. I mean, I'm not sure if it's the Adirondacks, but we got a lot of mountains, and
You guys have the Appalachians too. The
the
Appalachians go
Appalachians,
all the way.
that's uh that's east of us, between where I live and New York City. The Appalachian Mountains are up
Hmm. Yeah.
there,
Yeah. Go through
Oh,
Pennsylvania, Ohio, they go all the way down, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to drive in the wintertime through there, like what is it, Route 81, or not 81, it's 17. You go through the Poconos and shit, and
Hmm.
it starts getting high up in it's horrible. The snow, you'll be in the nice weather at one point, then all of a sudden it turns into like a blizzard, it's crazy.
Well, we have such a difference where we live that I can have like 4 inches of snow at my house. And then by the time I get down to town where I go to Walmart, which is
Mhm.
it's an 8-mile drive, there's no snow on the ground.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's how
It's
it is here.
crazy.
Yep. If we get like 2 inches of snow up here, all I gotta do is drive like 5 minutes up the street, up my hill, and there's like a foot up there. It's crazy. It's a whole different world. Whole,
Yeah.
whole different world. The
Yeah.
higher elevations get so much more.
We lived in town. We have another house that we own in town, and we lived there for 12 years before we moved back up here. We had lived here before, and it was kind of nice because I didn't have to drive in snow. They always kept the roads clear, but people would say, well, why are they canceling school today? There's not any snow on the roads. And I was like, well, you would think that, right? But it's deadly, like to be out here in the country, and those bus drivers, what they have to drive out here, it's just, because there's drop offs on these roads.
Yeah,
Like,
it's all gutters on each side up, on our hill.
yeah, there's no guardrails on our ridge here, and I have some videotape in my videos where I drove the ridge, but I don't have I didn't show the full thing. And then it's just deadly. Like when I first drove this road, like I swore I was never going to be on it ever again. Like I'll
Right.
never come on this road again. And then I ended up marrying my husband. Like, oh shoot. But yeah, when it snows, I'm just like, nope, not going anywhere. Won't do it. No
You guys
thanks.
have like a plow. I know you got that like 4-wheeler type thing. You got like a plow for that for your driveway and stuff.
Yeah, we have a plow. For the side by side, yeah.
I would love to have one of those. Really would, but my neighbor, he does plowing in the wintertime, so I'm pretty lucky. If things are slow, he stops by and plows my driveway out for me. So
Spaceman, what did you just write?
Jody, we were talking last night about music, and we were talking about Peter Gabriel.
Oh,
And the song "In Your Eyes," I posted it on my TikTok and my my YouTube last night. Cause
okay.
she was like interested. She was talking about that song, so I was like, I posted it. So
It's just how you wrote that. It made no sense to me. I was like, you posted in her eyes.
I
What do you
know
mean you posted in her eyes?
it's like yeah. No, it's just like I'll post anything people want to see. It's like
Jody, I posted in your eyes last night.
I posted.
You did?
All right, don't even go there, Jane. Don't even start. I know, because I could make this really bad, and you don't want to go there.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it didn't make sense when I read it. I'm like, what? What does that mean? Why do you always got to make everything?
I should have used, like quotation marks around the song. She probably would have understood it a little better, but
Yeah, you should have. Because now
Yeah.
you got to make everything perverted. Why you got to do that every night? You
You're
either
the
got to talk.
one. You are
You're
the one that's perverted, not
you're
me.
starting it. You had to
You
talk
brought
about
that
boobs
shit up.
last night.
You fucking started it. You read it. I know you're going on in your little brain over there. You're like fucking. Oh, I know what you're thinking.
I am female. You are male. You're the pervert. Don't
No.
tell me.
Well, they say all men are pigs, but
I don't say pigs. I just say
I'm not like
perverts.
I'm not like that.
Really? You admitted to me. You told me 2 times now you're like that.
I did.
Yeah. You're like, you know us guys. It's all about
Okay.
boobs and beer and butts.
Yeah, it is.
That's what you said the other night.
Okay, at least I'm not into dicks.
Well, I don't even know what to say to that. I just don't know what to say to that. But
At least I'm normal. I like a woman. It's just like I'm not looking at men or anything like that. So
you can look at whatever you want. I got no problem with that.
I know you don't, but I'm just clearing the air.
You're just gonna put it out there, right?
I got no interest in men whatsoever. I
Okay.
am 100% into females, and that's it.
Okay. You like the chicks. We got it.
Damn
That's
straight.
what you should name your stream that tomorrow. I like the chicks.
Oh God, no. I'll just call it porno time, and I'll sit here and I'll find some pornos and play them, and we'll sit there and watch them, and you can make fun of me. How's that sound?
If everyone hasn't figured out, you should let everyone know that we're kind of like brother and sister now, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Jane's my long lost sister.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
We know each other real good.
We do. You're like the brother that I actually will get along with for now.
Yep.
Don't push it.
You don't push it. You're the one.
Really?
I mean, I just speak my mind, and you got to take it to another level. You know what I'm saying?
Jody said, "Don't piss me off." So she said last night. Never piss Jane off.
I don't see her.
You don't see her. She was in earlier.
Well, don't piss. I would never piss you off. Seriously, I don't want to see your bad side.
Yeah, Mike's in here. You should ask him.
Mike, don't piss
He
her
just said,
off.
he just said, "You don't scare me."
See, that's a real man right there.
Married for 30 years. You don't scare me.
I love that.
Yeah, he said, "I scare you. You know that." Yes, you do.
The
Are
man.
you proud of that?
The man rules the mansion, right? It's like, or what do you call that? Oh, shit, I can't think of it now. But women are nice, they like to let men think they have control, but when it comes down to dinner time, we're like, what do you got to eat?
I'm not gonna say anymore.
I always, I was never a controlling person. I always wanted to be told what to do. It was a lot easier that way. I don't want to have to tell somebody to do something. I'd rather say, if it's going to make you happy if I do this, fine. I'll get it done. And, I'll take the garbage out, mow the lawn, whatever. Just don't fucking bother me,
Oh
I'm
boy,
not going to tell you what to do.
Spaceman's a submissive.
I am. I don't care. I don't want to argue. I don't want to get in a fight. It's just like, tell me what you want. It's a lot easier to do something to make you happy than it is to sit here and argue with you for 20 minutes about something fucking stupid. It's
Well, you're trained really well.
No, I'm not trained. That's just my common sense. I don't want to fight. I don't. It's stupid. I don't want to. You know,
Yeah.
maybe I'm a pussy. Maybe that's it.
No. No, I kind of agree with that. That does make sense. Well, I think it's give and take, and that is part of compromise.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes I like to give more than take because I'm a generous person.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. There's nothing wrong with making somebody happy, but don't push your luck.
Push your
I'm
luck.
gonna go out there and change your oil in your car and gas it up for you and vacuum it out and you know buy what you want for you. Don't give me a hard time. That's all I asked. I don't want a hard time.
Huh.
It's like it's very easy for people to get along. That's why me and my
Yeah.
wife, we really didn't argue too much. It's just like she was a simpleton and, she didn't ask for much. I pretty much, was just make sure that she had everything she needed and, her car was in tip top shape and, and shit like that. It's like, I felt it was like my duty, to give her what she needed because, she went to work every day and, women don't know nothing about cars. If they go to a shop to have something done, they're going to get ripped off. And
Excuse me? Wow.
did I say something wrong?
Yeah, women don't know nothing about cars.
Oh,
Not all women.
well, she did
Most.
learn a lot. I taught my wife how to change brake pads. And you know what? She had a really good time. She loved it. I'm like, this is how you take the caliper off. You take the old pads off, you slide the new ones in, and you got to use the grip to push in the piston on the caliper so the new ones can fit. And this, she liked it. She didn't care. She was totally into that, and I mean, I would never make her change her own brake pads, but I just like, I showed her one time. She's like really interested. She liked it, and I always remember that day because she was like, really, oh, that's cool. Because, I put the car up on jacks and we took both wheels off and I did one and I let her do the other one. I'm like, let's see if you can do the other one after you watch me, and she did pretty good. I helped her out, but it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't ask much of people. I'm kind of independent. I like to do my own thing, buy my own clothes, and
yeah, me too. Me too. But when we're younger, I mean, we did everything together. I helped him do all the things he would do, whatever chores he would do, and he would help me do everything. And that's kind of what we agreed upon. We never had the roles that were just strictly man, strictly woman. We just did everything together. We wanted to be best friends. We wanted to raise our kids together. We didn't believe in I was never going to be the typical 50s housewife like, here's your
right,
dinner, babe, here's your slippers, babe, you go make the money and I'll just be subservient. No, 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 not me. Right?
yeah,
I wanted to have kids. I wanted to be a housewife. I didn't want to work when I had my kids. Right? Okay, I wanted all that, but I didn't want to ever be subservient to a man. That's
right,
not me.
right,
So, and he agreed with that. So I did, even though I did all that stuff, I also helped him put in hay. I threw the hay bales. I did, you
yeah,
know, I
hmm
helped work on the car. I did everything, whatever he needed done. I did hand in hand with him. So
it's
it
fun.
wasn't,
It's fun.
I wouldn't say it was always fun, and it was definitely not easy, but I loved him and that's the life we lived
Right.
and that's what we
Yep.
did. So
Yep.
whatever, we just do it and we still do it now. We're just old as hell. So we
Yeah.
don't do as much stuff, but
Right. Right. Well, that's expected. I mean, I don't work on cars anymore. I just take it to, we got a mechanic and you know, he's a good guy. So I mean, I don't really do that anymore. And we had a good time. You know, she wasn't lazy. You know, I did not expect her to wait on me hand and foot either. I mean, she just loved to cook. You know, and I mean, I loved it, but God, I gained weight too. You know, because
Oh yeah.
it was always something good to eat. You know, and I wasn't used to that. You know, and my mom never cooked. My mom never cooked like that either. You know, it's like, especially around the holidays. Oh my God, it was just like ridiculous. I would put weight on, but I didn't care. I loved it, you know, and you know, we found things to do together. We would travel to New York City and watch baseball games together and go to basketball games, and she enjoyed it. You know, she was like, if it had to do anything with me, she wanted to be with me. You know, she's like, I like it because you like it, and she ended up really getting into it and learning a lot, and learned that she loved watching sports, and you know, and she was always a musical lover, and that's one thing we had common because we both loved the same kind of music, and you know, it was. I mean, I wouldn't call us like real intellectuals or anything, but it was just, you know, we had things in common, you know, and we like to eat and have a good time and hang out with people, and you know, it worked. But you know,
Yeah.
as time went on, you know, she had health problems and I was having health problems, and you know, and we made it through it. We really did. And you know, I thought everything was great. You know, we got our house paid off. We had two cars that were basically, you know, we owned, and you know, we had no bills or anything like that, and everything was good. And you know, she got sick at the worst time. It was just, it totally sucked. You know, because like we were basically, you know, bill free, and you know, and we were having, you know, we were just having a good time. We didn't have to stress about anything, and you know, and oh God, it's just, I'm not going to get into it, but it's just, it was the wrong time for her to go. It really was. I wish she could have enjoyed, you know, like our success of, you know, just having what we got and paying for it. You know, we worked hard. We all always worked overtime and everything. And I mean, I kind of feel
Yeah.
bad. I kind of
That's
feel bad about it, but
that's why people say like don't wait, do stuff when you get the chance. Like don't don't work don't work all that overtime and live your life. Like make sure you do things.
yeah. But see, with our jobs, they demanded it. I mean, they wanted it to it. I mean, and if you didn't, you know, oh God, it was horrible. And when she was worse off a lot more than me. Like she would do an 8 or 9 hour shift, come home, and those people were required to take on call duty. So she'd come home, get in her jammies, be in bed watching a movie, and that fucking cell phone would ring. You know, I'm like, Lynn, don't answer it. She's like, I have to. If I don't, I'm gonna have a problem. I'm like, whatever. So she answered the phone and she's like, we need you to come in. This person called in or whatever. We're shorthanded. I'm like, motherfuckers. You know, that would, oh, it pissed me off. You know, she was just all relaxed, laying in bed, watching a movie, and these assholes call, and she needs to come in. If she didn't, then she'd get written up and everything. It was a bunch of, it was a dog.
Yeah.
It was like a dog and pony show up there. I hate, that was the shittiest job. I
That's the
mean,
medical world.
she loved it, but I was like, man, you're fucking crazy. I wouldn't deal with that. No way.
That's how it
I
is.
don't,
You don't get like holidays off or anything when you're in the medical.
no, you don't. No. And they take like, well, they take turns on holidays, you know, like one person gets this Christmas off, one person gets this Easter off, one person gets this Thanksgiving off, you know. It's like, I don't give a shit if they're paying you double time. I mean, the government's going to take half that in taxes anyways. you're not here for Christmas, and it sucks. It's terrible. And it's just, I'm not going to go on about it anymore. It's just, it sucked working in the medical field. It really does. I mean, yeah, she made good money and everything, but money's not everything. It really
Yeah.
is. It's not.
Right. That's what my brother told me. My oldest brother, he had a brain tumor, and he was he was going to die, and he knew it. And I was going through nursing school at the time to be an RN, and I really wanted to be a writer or an
Mhm.
artist. And my college professor, my composition, writing class, he had told me, he's like, pursue he was like, pursue your writing,
Right, right.
go to be a writer. And I was like, well, I'm going for nursing because I have these young kids and I want to get back in the job, I can make money and we can have a better life and blah, blah. And he was like, go for being a writer, go for being a writer. And I was just like, no, my mom said I'll never be successful and writers starve and, all this stuff. And then I was talking to my brother and he was like, I probably won't live much longer. And he gave me this book and I'll never forget it. It was this little book and it was just like, appreciate the small things or something. I
Right.
was like, wow, that's kind of cool, because my brother was an atheist his whole life. And I was like, wow, that's kind of an odd book for you to have. But like, it humbled him. He knew he was going to die. So he got real humble and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I took the book and he's like, hey, all I can say to you is do what you want to do. Like, if you don't want to be a nurse, don't go be a nurse. He's like, try to be a writer. He's like, you can do it. And I was like, wow. So, um, I still wanted to be a nurse, right? But I ended up having a major breakdown when he passed away because he went crazy from the brain tumor, and it was
Yeah.
a bad scene. It was awful. And I had to I had to sign him against his will into the mental ward. And they had to send a SWAT team actually to get him because he was ex-military special forces and he
Yeah.
kind of went crazy in a way that was not safe, and it was
Right.
just really bad. And then, but while he was in there, they also called me and said, hey, we can actually, the military told him they couldn't save him, right? The VA hospital. But when I signed him into a regular hospital, they called me and said, we can actually operate on this brain tumor and save him. And I was like, what? And they said, yeah, we can cure his brain tumor, his cancer. And I was like, what?
No
And they
shit.
said, yeah. So he was getting ready to have that surgery. But the VA, what they did was dope him up with all of these pain meds. All he could, just gave him more than he could handle. And when he got clean in the hospital, then he decided, hey, I want to save myself. And they sent him home clean and he was in his right mind and ready to have the surgery, but he had a massive hemorrhage like
Oh,
2
God.
days before. 2 days before he was going to have the surgery.
Oh,
Um,
God damn it.
yes. So I was like, too late. If I would have like done something before, you know what I mean? That was always in my mind. Like, why didn't I have him signed in before? So I ended
Two,
up
2 days.
quitting nursing school.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So I left nursing school with like straight A's in nursing school, was a top student. I never went back. It messed up my mind so bad. Like, and I regret all of that. Like, I regretted that I couldn't save my brother. I regretted not going back to nursing school. I was just like, my life, I was like, where the heck is my life gone now? I didn't, like, so, but I always kept that in the back of my mind that he was just like, life is short. Do
Right.
what you need to do. Do what
Yeah.
you want to do. Don't worry about money. So I still have that aspiration, like someday be a writer. Just write my book. Do
And
what
you know what? You're like in the perfect area to write a book. You got all that quiet time, and you're in the country, and it's like perfect for a writer.
Yeah. I mean, I still think about that every day. I'm like, I really want to, but I got to get rid of some of this other outside stress. Like, I know what I have to do, what I have to give up in order to write. It's a lot. I'd have to give up a lot.
Yeah, I hear you.
What things
You
I
got
discuss.
you got to clear out all the junk and
Yeah, there's things we talk about. And you know what I'm going to have to give up to be a writer. So,
yeah, yeah. I totally understand. You can't
Okay.
write. You can't write when you got extra shit like in your mind.
yeah.
You got to be like really clear thoughted and
But also, what's good about that is like I paint really good when I'm depressed. That's when I paint the best. And I probably would write really good when I'm a little neurotic, like, or stressed.
right.
It's when I always did write well.
Probably when your best ideas would come out.
Yeah, yeah. Like I always did write great. Like from the time I was wee little, I would write stuff. So like I still you don't know, like some of the best painters like Da Vinci and whatever, they were successful older than me. That's when they were at their greatest success.
Yeah.
So it's like there, there's no there's no age level to when we can accomplish our dreams. So
No, there isn't.
nothing's off the table yet, right? So like
I
every
mean,
day.
you're still young, so
Well, I guess some people say that, but like every morning is really truly a fresh start. Every morning is like a new slate, a new day. You don't know what the heck could be accomplished tomorrow
right.
morning.
You know,
I'd prefer to stay a cockeyed optimist than to be the other way and be like, oh, screw it. I'm friggin' 55 and it's done. It's over. My life's gone. No, why do that? Why do that? Let's not do that. Let's not.
mm-mm.
Let's think
I,
some positive thoughts.
I still kind of feel like there's something out there for me too. I feel like I haven't found it yet, or I haven't had the direction to it. But I kind of feel like there's still something out there.
Yeah, then there absolutely is, right? So like the most you can do, the best you can do is like explore that. And because I mean, every day's a learning opportunity and I friggin' love to learn and to try everything new. Like anything I can learn, I love to learn. So it's like
Mm-hmm. Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Do it. You don't know who could cross your path. You don't know what you can do for somebody. Even if it's 5 minutes, you could change someone's life. Like that's exciting. That's
You never know what doors are going to be able to open. It's like,
yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? That's like
yeah,
that's
it could
such an
happen.
amazing.
It could happen instantly. It's like you find a door, you're like, oh yeah. It's like opportunity is like showing itself to you, and if it's appealing, maybe you would follow it, but it's it's age has no limits on what you can do. I don't say you're too old to never do anything. It's like I think
Yeah.
we're all able to be successful with something. You just got to find the right. You got to find the right niche, and
Yeah. And I hear a lot of people say like, well, like I don't know, like I had a brother that said, I hate West Virginia. West Virginia sucks and I'll never get anywhere living in West Virginia. Some of that's true. We do have the lowest cost of living. So we can make less money and we can make it here compared to a lot of other people. All right. But still, some of that is true that there isn't as many jobs and opportunities. But if you can't change, I always thought if you can't change your latitude, right? Because not everybody can move, you can always change your attitude. So, like, change your latitude or change your attitude. And that's it. It's that simple. Like, maybe it's how you look at things. Maybe instead of being like, I can't wait to get out of here someday, I can't wait to get out of here someday, you know, think about that.
I,
Look at it different. What can you change if you can't change where you're at? What can you change to make your life better where you are?
Right. You know,
Okay. Can you appreciate where you're living? Like if you live in a 1 room apartment and it's like a efficiency apartment, are you going to like bitch and whine and complain about it? Or are you going to say, okay, well, right now I can make this cute. This is what I can afford. And I'm going to be happy here. And I'm going to rock this place and I'm going to rock my life. That's success right now for you. That is your success.
do
And
you
you're going to,
think like it's not really your surroundings, it's more like your mind,
right, your
you know,
attitude.
your
It's your
attitude,
attitude. You're going to be
and
grateful and you're going to like it. And you're going to being grateful every day is going to increase your positivity and it's going to increase everything good. And eventually you're going to just move forward little by little and you're going to get out of your situation. But if you're constantly saying, this sucks, you're going to be in a state of futility where you give up. That's why I'm always like encouraging people, hey, be blessed for what you have, because I'm hoping it just like keeps telling them, you're blessed, you're blessed, you're blessed, you're blessed. And I hope they hear it over and over and over so that they change their mindset and they start thinking like positive about themselves, because
yeah,
that's the only way we're going to be able to change how we feel about ourselves.
what you just said reminds me of some lyrics from a song. Um, it doesn't matter who sang it, but it's like the guy would say he was very like into positivity and stuff, and he's like 99% of your life is what you make of it. So if your life sucks, you suck, basically, And if you can't like take advantage of what's in your mind, and turn it into something, you're just basically, you know, not doing anything for yourself, and
Yeah, that's where our power lies, really. It's all in our mind, because you can find people that had the worst of luck and the biggest tragedies ever. Like, you can talk to people where you think, "Oh my God, I'm sorry you went through that. I'm sorry you had to deal with all that." But you would never know it, because maybe they're cheerful, they're happy all the time, they just seem like, oh man, they must have had the nicest life because they're so nice and they're so
yeah,
kind. And they didn't. They
no,
didn't. But they
no,
they chose to be good people to other people because they had went through such shit, and they don't want to see anyone else have to go through that. So, they're going to pass that forward and they're going to be like, "Oh no, because I just walked through a damn fire for 20, 30 years. I'm
right,
like I'm alive and that's good." Like, think about a tragedy you could pull through. Your house was friggin' on fire. You had no way out, but at the last minute, you found a way out and you
right,
survived.
exactly,
Like, wouldn't you go hug someone at that moment when you thank God for having you alive? Okay, so that person's forever changed. They're going to be happy to be alive every day. They're going to spread that the rest of their
yeah,
life. They've learned. They've come through that fire. They've learned. That's excitement. That's like love of life. So have that every day. Wake up with that attitude every day and get out there and like be positive and spread that to as many people as you can. And it might sound stupid and dumb, but I'll be
yeah,
stupid and dumb because that's what I choose to do. Not every day. Some days will get me down, but I'm going to
yeah.
bounce back.
Everybody has their down days, but you know, I agree with that. I'm never really negative. I mean, going back to depression, how we hide it, but I'm a good, even if I'm having a bad day, I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Shake your hand, say, "Hey, how's the wife and kids? How you doing? What's going on? How you doing?" I'm like, I don't want to get into what going on with me. I'm like, I'm more interested in how like a friend is doing. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Hey, I hope you guys enjoy your whatever you're doing, and hope everything's cool. And, I'm not a negative person. I'm really not. I mean, I can be, but I don't like to show that. I'm only negative towards myself. I'm like my worst. I'm like my own worst enemy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't do that to people. I don't. I try to you know, like if I judge somebody, it's gonna be myself. I look at myself in the mirror every day. I'm like, are you doing the right thing? Is everything cool? If we're not having the best day, I'll be like, don't worry, we're gonna get through this, and it'll be cool, everything's fine, it's like don't dwell on it, don't think too much. And I try to I do try to stay positive, but if I want to be negative or judge somebody, it's myself. I don't want to do that to other people. I just don't.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
think of that all the time because I hope nobody ever calls me a narcissist because, like, I can honestly say most days I look in the mirror and I cannot stand myself. I'm like, that's awful to say, right? But like, that's the truth. I'm like, I don't know. I'm so hard on myself. I don't.
I think that's for most people though. Like people are always like, how can I make this image of myself better? What else can I do? I mean,
Yeah, you're always like, I'm falling short. I'm not as good as so and so. I'm
right.
I'm
Yeah.
never going to measure up to this person, or I'm never going to be successful at this. And we
Yeah.
all do that, but like, I don't know. It's just it's a hard thing to try to live up to yourself your whole life. And
Yeah. I know what you're
so,
saying. But narcissists aren't like that. They look in the mirror and are like, I'm the best thing that's ever happened since sliced bread.
well, they say narcissists actually don't love themselves, but the difference is like I care about other people, and I'm constantly wanting to like help other people and take care of other people. And like, narcissists don't care about other people. They use other people, and it's all about themselves. They
Yeah.
use those people and they play with those people and they manipulate those people, and they use
That's
the
yeah,
people.
that's not right. I don't like that.
Well, and then good people fall for that, and then they keep giving chances. And and I know because I've fallen for that. I've been the person that falls for that and believes all the lies and stories and takes them back. And so it's like, I don't understand narcissists. I've just in the past 6 months been reading about it and knowing how to deal with them and all that. I don't know anything about I just didn't understand it. But so now that I'm finally standing up to these kind of people, I'm just like, no, you just have to give a certain like no.
You know,
They
I
don't want
never
to hear no.
I've never heard of that word narcissism. I mean, I graduated high school. I went to college. I have never heard that word until I came to YouTube. Can you believe that?
I heard of it, but like it's just like the thing now. It's all about they're a narc, they're a narcissist. And I'm like, what the hell is even a narcissist? I'm gonna have to learn about it. But I
Yeah, I
am.
never knew what the hell it was. I'm like, what the hell's a narcissist? I'm like,
It's a thing.
I read the definition, and it really didn't make sense to me. I'm like I still don't know what the hell a narcissist is. I'm like, but you explained it to me, so I kind of got a gist on it now. But you
Well,
know,
there's a lot of little videos I watch about it now that explain how to deal with them, and like how you have to stand your ground and you have to tell them no. And that's what they don't want to hear. And then today I was watching something and it was like a narcissist when you're talking to them on the phone. And I thought this was like so eye opening because this has happened recently. Like they'll try to convince you to do something that they want you to do. And
right,
when you keep telling them no, they'll hang up on you. They'll hang up on you when you
right.
absolutely won't do it. And I'm like, whoa. It's like, hey, these narcissists hang up nonstop. This is exactly what has happened in my life. So I was like, I cannot believe that video popped up today. And I was like, thank you. I needed to hear that today. I needed to know that And it was spot on, everything like the guy said. I was like, that's exactly what's been happening. That's exactly how that whole phone conversation went down when I kept saying, nope, nope, I'm fine. That's not how it was going down. That's not what's happening, you know. So it's like, no more. No one's going to tell me what I'm going to do or how I'm going to rule my life. No one's going to try to convince me, you know.
Right, right.
So it's real eye opening. It's good that I'm learning this stuff
I mean,
about.
you got your own mind, your own common sense. You don't need somebody telling you how things should be. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah. 55 years
they
old.
don't
I
want
can,
it. They're like, is that like kind of like brainwashing almost?
yeah, like I can choose who I want to be friends with. Like, this person isn't good for you. You need to quit talking to them. Here's what you should do. Really? Because at 55, I think I'm really qualified to make that decision myself.
Yeah, you have the intuition, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, you know, don't tell me what to do. So like,
I don't
and
like
I'll,
that's one thing I don't like. I don't like people telling me what to do. That's one thing I know I can't stand is people telling me what to do. I hate that.
and that,
I'm gonna do exactly opposite. You tell me what to do, I'm gonna do exactly opposite.
I don't do that necessarily. I won't do that. I just do what's right. I do what's right. Okay. And then what's best for me and what's right for me and what's morally right and what's of good character. That's what I believe in. Okay. And, but then what happens is when you stand your ground finally, and sometimes like might have to get rough and I might have to blow. I might have to like
Right,
do what I did last night. I
right.
may have to do that. Then then they freak out and I've suddenly become the bad person, right? Because
Yeah,
it's out of character for me to do that. So like if that's the case, then fine. I'm the bad person, whatever.
but you know, you're not the bad person. I mean,
No, no, because I don't normally do that. And I just, there was like months and months of this, and it came to a like volcano. Boom, it came out. So whatever. I don't feel bad about that, but it's because I've been watching and learning what narcissists do and how they're going to play me and how this is going to play out. That's helped. That education has made me feel better to know how to deal with the situation. So
got you. Yeah, I got you. You know,
instead of being like, because I'm a caring person and I kept feeling bad and I'm like, oh no, no, they're right. I got to go back. It is my fault. It's my
well, no,
fault.
you know, sometimes you can't talk nice to somebody. You know, you can try and try and try, but sometimes, you know, some people just need to be hit in the head with a hammer, you know, to get a point through. It's stupid. It's you know, it's bad to do that, you know, but like some people just don't get it and they don't understand, you know, we're dealing with a smart person that's nice and everything and you know, and of course you're going to come to your limit and you know, you got to do what you got to do. And
Yeah.
it's fine, you know, it's like you know, like I said to you,
Hi,
it's not a
Jody.
big deal. It didn't last for over and over. You know, you didn't go on and on and on. It lasted what 5, maybe 10 minutes, but you know, it's fine. You know, you got what you had to say out, and that's all that matters. And you know,
Oh no, I feel bad. I lost my cool and I don't do that often. Okay. I did feel bad. I've apologized to you over and over, but I did mean that and I needed to do it because it's been months and months and months of like them behind the scenes just really making our lives hell. Okay. You know, just really coming for us and causing a lot of things that nobody knows. So like it was brewing, it was building, and I had to do it. I had to do it. But I still, there's that part of me that still, I don't like to be angry. I don't
I
like to have
know
anger, right?
you
And
feel
it was
guilty.
your,
You kind of feel
it's your,
guilty for it. Yeah, I know.
it's your channel.
I would probably feel guilty too if I, you know, went off on somebody because I, you know, because it's a spontaneous thing. It just happens, and you feel at the moment you feel right about it, but then the next morning you wake up and you're like, I shouldn't have did that, but
I
at the
know
time,
I'm okay with doing it. I'm still angry, so I'm okay with doing it. But like, I don't I don't want to be an angry person. I don't want to have anger, and I didn't want to do it on your. That's why I asked you first. I was like, "Am I to say anything?" And part of that was sticking up for my friend who was put in a bad situation and wasn't comfortable. And I will stick up for anybody that is the underdog. I will do that till the day I die. I will always do that because somebody has to always do that, right?
right. Yeah,
I
exactly.
volunteer. I volunteer as tribute
Yeah,
to
yeah.
always stick up for the underdog, right?
And I will too, I mean, like I said, I'm not, you know, I will stick up for myself and anybody else too, but I really haven't been attacked by anybody, but I understand, the shit going on, and sometimes you can only take so much, and it's like you feel bad for Becca and everything, and I understand that too, and it was okay. I didn't care. You know me, everything is cool with me. I don't care. I mean, anybody can come on here and say what they want to say. They can come on here, call me every name in the book. I'll be like, okay, okay.
Well,
I
I don't
just
think so. I mean, that's not cool. I would have an issue with that. That's
right.
not cool.
I know, but I'm just the type of person. I don't really give a shit. It doesn't bother me. I don't know. It's just it would really have to hit home if somebody really pissed me off, and said something bad. Then I would go off, And, so somebody like talked about you or Becca or my mom or somebody. Trust me, I'd put them through the shredder. It wouldn't be fun, but I don't want to do that.
I just believe, there's no need to be this way. There's no need to be shady and sneaky and to try to purposely hurt people. This is not, I've told you before about character. Character is very important for me.
Yeah.
Um, have good character, treat people well, be honest, don't be sneaky, don't be two-faced,
I
don't
don't like
backstab.
I do not like that shit that, you know, you go live and they won't come up on panel and say, but they'll like get their cell phones and do this type of shit, talk about. I don't like that. Bring it out. If you got something to say, just bring it, there, sometimes, you never know. You talk, you can work things out and talk to people, and everybody can get their 2 cents out and say what they got to say about each other, and maybe there's a ghost of a chance that everybody can kind of come to a point where they like, okay, maybe this is stupid, maybe we should just chill out, and because everybody, if everybody agrees and everything, and what I'm trying to say, Jane. I don't know
Yeah.
what it's like. Things can be worked out. They can be, but people have to have an open mind, and they have to be willing to talk. There's nothing wrong about talking, and say I don't like this about you, and this I don't like about you, and you can say this is I don't like about you either, and and everybody gets it out, and after a while you're kind of like, this is stupid, maybe we should maybe it comes down to a point where like, this is kind of stupid, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. It's, I don't know, I mean, that's my way of thinking, but I don't know, I don't know how everybody else minds work.
No, I totally agree. Things shouldn't be done that way, period. Like, you just don't do this. We're mature people.
Yeah.
We just don't hurt people for a reason. You don't do that. You just don't
It
go
needs.
around hurting
It doesn't
people.
need to be done. It's stupid. There's no reason for it. Nobody needs to hurt anybody.
Right. Yeah, that's my point. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
I mean, what the hell are you gonna gain from it? I mean, is this all for like views, or coin on YouTube. I mean, seriously. I mean, nobody gets rich on YouTube. I mean, so that's out the window right there. I mean, you're not going to get rich being an asshole, and I mean, like they say in the old days, you get more bees with honey than vinegar, so if everybody's cool and accept everybody and treat everybody respectful, it's like, I mean, even though that, people have been hurt and, I mean, people can get over things, it's going to take time. It's not going to be like an overnight thing, but if people just leave each other alone,
Yes.
just leave each other alone.
Yes.
Don't bother people. Don't even, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for their mental health or our mental health. It's not cool. You got to just like say, okay, this is the end of it. We're not going to do this anymore. And, focus on your own content and your channel and everything else. Stop worrying about who's watching you, who's doing this. It's like, eventually it'll all go away. I mean, it can't happen, but, I mean, who am I? I mean, I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've seen how things work, and people can work things out. But I don't know. It's just people want to just like be cool. I mean, you can't be cool. It's not gonna be awesome. No one's gonna be friends. Is that the way it's gotta be? Everyone's gotta hate each other on YouTube. I mean, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That's not how you gain. I mean, that's not how you gain popularity, is being an asshole. I mean, if everybody can just be cool and get along with each other and respect each other, I think that'd be the great way. But, that's not an easy thing. It really isn't, especially now. You say this has been going on for 2 years and stuff. And, it's a long time. But I mean,
you've been around YouTube enough to know that like different channels have different people, like Becca's channel, we're all kind of the same people. There's very sweet people. We all have the same kind of beliefs and the same kind of values. And,
right.
Then the other channel, they all have certain things in common and they're all certain type of people. And like, we don't mesh. Okay. So like, that's fine. That's fine. Let's not mix, but don't come after our kind of people in our channel, don't do that.
Right. Exactly. If they don't want to mesh, there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody has to like everybody, but
live and let live.
Just respect each other's channels. You got your own channel, we got our channels. There's no need for this shit. People need to come in and say hurtful things and troll and stuff like that. I mean, there's no reason for that. I mean, just stay on if that's what you like, stay there. God bless you. Love it. Have your own channel. I hope you get all the success in the world. But just leave other people alone. Let them do their thing. And everybody, not just me and you, everybody needs to leave everybody alone and stop stirring the pot. I mean, it's as easy as that. Just stay away from each other. It's like what they do with kids in school that they go along. It's just like you put this one over here, you put that one over there, and they don't fight, and it's okay. It's just like,
we just want to have friends and have fun, and that's all.
That's all. That's what it's about. Nobody wants to come on here and listen to drama bullshit every night. It's not. It gets really old.
Amen.
Laugh and talk about diarrhea and shit like that.
Talk about diarrhea.
Hitting the wall and.
There's your title tomorrow.
You're gonna find out.
I
It's a
know.
surprise. I come up with it right at the last second, you know. So
I'm going to add to it too.
maybe I'll let you name it tomorrow if you want.
No, that's your channel. You come up with a good name and I'll just help
We're
you.
gonna have sooner or later we're gonna have to come up with our own channel, like me and you together,
I
Yeah.
know.
and come up with a name. I don't know, you know. I'll leave that to you because I'm cool with everything. I'd rather you had come up with the names and ideas and shit. I'll just come in and add my 2 cents and whatever. And
We still got to plan that. We got to think about that.
yeah, it'll be awesome.
Who's in chat still? Jody? Is Jody still there?
Jody heard her song. Yeah.
Because Mike just came to bed, so I'm going to have to be quiet now.
Oh, good night, Mike.
Did you hear him?
I heard him.
He says that I won't wake him up, but I don't want to talk. And
If
I
you
tried to put,
Hey, if you want to sign off, that's all good and well with me. I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
I mean, I can go to chat if someone's still there, but I want to be quiet. I want to let him sleep, and I want to put my earbuds in.
All right. Well, how about we just end it here? How's that sound?
Yeah, if you're cool with that. Then,
Is that all
yeah.
right with you? All
Yeah.
right. Okay, cool. Good night, Jane. Good night, Jody. Good night, Mike. Everybody have a great night.
Bye,
Thanks.
whoever's in chat. Love you guys.
Hey, take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.